Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Banya Sharala of the Lions Den Camp located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Akim. Pushing this truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Kharab Banya Sharala coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala. And now today I'll be coming out with a little quick lesson. And it was inspired by my elder of this camp that he left a voice message in the group chat, and it was more of an edification thing. And he was saying like, make basically just roughly paraphrasing, like make sure that we are making sure that when we say when we break down the scriptures that everything is correct and is on point, and as he was saying this, I started thinking about some scriptures like this scripture right here, Colossians chapter 4 verse 6. Basically he was saying like, so that when judgment time come, no guile will be found in our mouth. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring out the scriptures that was inspired by the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through my elder. This is Colossians chapter 4 verse 6. It says, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. So we must let our speech be always with grace. When we speak these words, when we bring out the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we must bring them out gracefully. Like it says in 2 Timothy, which I will get, but I'm gonna still roughly paraphrase. Rightly divide the word of truth. But always, it says, seasoned with salt. Make sure, as our elder was saying, make sure that we're on point. Make sure that we know, you know what I'm saying, and paying attention to what we are saying. Sometimes we slip. As far as we may forget a detail, and that detail could be a very important detail. Like I did a lesson on second Esdras, about the destruction and the judgment coming to this place, but the elder, he cleared it up even more when he was saying that I was Esdras in Babylon in 452 BC. So, and he was receiving those visions. But things like that. But again, it says, let your speech be always with grace and seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. So we have to make sure that we know, that we understand. And we also got to have the information and the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding to be able to answer a man when there's time come. But let's continue. Let's go to 2 Timothy. And it says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So we have to study. We ought to study. It's a charge. It's a commandment. And when you're studying, that's how you stay sharp. That's how you make sure guile is not in your mouth. And because if guile is in your mouth, when Yahweh shall come back, that's a count against you. So we must study to show ourselves approved unto Yahweh, show ourselves worthy, show ourselves affirmed and confirmed unto and in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, so we can be that workman that needeth not to be ashamed. So when we speak with confidence, we speak with vigor, and it's another word that I was thinking of that slipped me that quick. But continuing, and it says rightly divide the word of truth, meaning make sure that we make it clear, we make it understandable for people, and give them the part of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua that they may be able to understand at that moment when we're speaking to them. I'm gonna go down to verse 16. It says, but shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness. So we must shun these things, profane and vain babblings, things that gender strifes, the gray area answers, the yeah but no, but kind of yeah but kind of no, those things. We ought to shun those things because they'll increase unto more ungodliness. It'll keep someone on an ungodly path. It'll keep them off the correct path. Continue. Let's go to Sirach. Chapter 5, verse 10. it says, be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. So we must be steadfast in our understanding. We must be concrete in what we understand of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua and what we know. And let our words be the same. Let our words line up with what we speaking. You know, let our words be in order with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, so that no guile, as my elder was saying, will be found in our mouth in judgment day. Because the truth of the matter is, we're being watched by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. We're being graded, closely monitored. The Lord ain't playing with nobody, not even his servants, his friends. He's not playing. We are required to do a certain thing for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and the Lord is looking for that. So, you know, just as somewhat of a linebacker of what my elder was saying in this camp, you know, and that's what inspired this lesson in these scriptures. I have one more. Let's go to Sirach chapter 19. Wait a minute. How do I do that? There we go. Chapter 19, verse 16. It says, there is one that slippeth, Salakia, there is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart. And who is he that hath not offended with his tongue? So sometimes we slip in our speech. A brother may make a mistake, you know, or he may be making a point and he just say it wrong. But nonetheless, though he may slip in his speech about what he said, he didn't slip in his heart. You know, he didn't slip or bring out the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua completely wrong. And it says, and who is he that has not offended with his tongue? So we've all made this mistake here and there, you know. The true men of the Lord, you know, these false prophets, they F off on purpose. They go off on doctrine on purpose, and they purposely don't break the scriptures down right. But for the true men of the Lord, the righteous men who really believe in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, this is more of a edification scripture. You know what I'm saying? We slip. Sometimes we may forget to bring out a detail, or we may say a word or two wrong, or we may misquote the scripture. But from our heart, we don't slip. We know what we mean. We know we understand it, and we're breaking down the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua correctly. But it says, and who is he that hath not offended with his tongue? So how many of us have not slipped, you know, or offended with our tongue? Maybe said something wrong and had to come back and be like, wait a minute, I said that wrong. It actually this, and this, you know. So again, it was just a little quick lesson, and of course, it was inspired by the few messages that my elder of this camp left to the Akim for edification purposes. So I brought these scriptures out through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And with that, Shalom.